Hey everyone, if you are new here, my name is Joelle and I am now a full-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and a few other platforms. And today I'm going to be talking about my favorite things to sell on Poshmark and Mercari. So when I say favorite, I'm going to go into specifics. So I'm not just going to talk about dresses. I will go more specific and talk about something like floral midi dresses. And when I say favorite things, I do not just mean what has been selling lately for me. I mean what sells consistently, maybe what sells at a higher price, or what sells really quick for me. So again, these categories are going to be really specific, and I hope that it helps you all when you are out sourcing for inventory to maybe look at some new things that you don't typically source for at thrift stores. So if you want to see more reseller content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But for now, let's just get into the first thing that I enjoy selling on Poshmark and Mercari, and that is American Eagle jeans. Like I said, I am getting specific with these categories. I enjoy selling denim in general, but American Eagle jeans especially. The reason why I enjoy selling American Eagle jeans so much is because they are consistent and quick sales for me. I have never had a pair of jeans that sat longer than 3 weeks in my closet, and between Poshmark, Mercari, and even Curtsy, I have managed to make a profit anywhere between $13 to $20 per item. Now, American Eagle is a great performing brand on all of these online platforms. However, I have noticed that American Eagle jeans that include stretch in the name sell the best for me. Some examples include Super Stretch, 360 Stretch, and a few others that I will list below, but every single pair of jeans that I have sold on my online platforms have had stretch in the name, so I am always on the lookout for those types of jeans from American Eagle. This next category is a little less specific, but I do have a lot of reasons as to why I like selling it, and it is men's items, including clothing and shoes. If you look at my Poshmark closet, I have a disproportionate amount of women's clothing. I used to only have a few men's listings in my closet, but for the past few months, I've tried to emphasize sourcing more men's inventory, and it has definitely paid off. I recently ordered a ThredUp men's rescue box, and it was one of my best ThredUp boxes I have ever received. I've already sold a few items, and 2 of those items included button-down shirts, and one of them shocked me. I sold a Tommy Bahama shirt for $24, which honestly, I was only expecting to sell it for around 15 bucks. And I sold an Untuck It shirt practically overnight for $25. When it comes to workwear in the women's category, I can't seem to move pieces like blazers, pants, or work tops, but men's button-downs has always been a great sale for me. So when I'm looking through my men's sales, I have noticed that I've had a lot of quick sales along with a higher average sales price compared to my women's clothes. I don't know why this is, but I just typically receive better offers when it comes to men's clothing, and a lot of those sales happen within a couple weeks of listing. Like I said, a lot of those items came from the ThredUp men's rescue box that I ordered less than a month ago, and I've already sold a few items. Another great thing about selling men's clothing, primarily a lot of vintage hoodies or tees, is that I can put unisex in that description because there are a lot of girls out there that are looking for oversized fits. So I will include a couple of those sales that I've had where I've sold vintage pieces or some bigger tees and hoodies. But overall, I enjoy selling men's clothing because, again, I have a higher average sales price and I tend to get a lot more quicker sales. The next category that I enjoy selling on Poshmark and Mercari is activewear. When it comes to activewear, my biggest piece of advice, if you do not know the keyword, is to put athleisure in your description as well. Athleisure, I have noticed, has been around for only a few years, but it really skyrocketed as a trend when COVID started, and it's definitely stuck. So if I ever have a pair of leggings or a cropped hoodie that is from an activewear brand like Lululemon or Nike, I will always put activewear along with athleisure in the Poshmark tag section and also in my own description. Another huge thing I noticed whenever I was looking through my Poshmark sales and my best performing brands, a lot of those top performing brands were activewear, and my main 4 were Lululemon, Athleta, Nike, and Adidas. So I have my laptop here with the notes because it is very hard to remember, but when I was looking at my all-time sales on Poshmark, and that would be money earned, Lululemon is number 3, Athleta is number 4, Adidas is next at number 5, and then Nike is number 9. And when I'm looking at listings sold, which is just how many items of that brand have you sold in your closet, Adidas is number 1, Athleta number 2, Nike is 3, and Lululemon is number 6. So I definitely have Adidas to thank for being my number 1 performing brand with listings sold, because when I started on Poshmark, I only sold items from my personal closet, and Adidas definitely takes over my wardrobe. But it was really nice to see all of these activewear brands performing so well. Athleta has always been my go-to higher end brand, while Nike and Adidas are the ones that I typically sell from my own wardrobe unless I can find a good, unique piece that is at a thrift store. But Lululemon has quickly taken over my closet. If you all saw one of my most recent thrift hauls, I will link that one below and up in the corner if I can figure out how to do so. But I found a ton of Lululemon pieces, 8 items total from one haul that I was able to list, and I also sold a couple of other pieces fairly recently for really high sales price. So I will include some of my better activewear sales from these 4 brands that I am talking about. But some other brands that I am always on the lookout for are Aloe, Gymshark. There's a brand called Zaya. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I have seen that a couple times at thrift stores and comps seem to be pretty decent. Sweaty Betty and Outdoor Voices, which I recently found a pair of leggings for $5.98 and they're in excellent condition, so I'm really excited to list those as well. But overall, I think that activewear just never goes out of style. It will always be needed, and athleisure has become more than a trend because it has stuck around for a few years now. So overall, I am always on the lookout for good activewear items. All right, now for category number 4 out of 5, and that is any type of media related item. So when I am talking about media related, I am talking about fan apparel or team apparel, band tees, movie merch, really just anything related to pop culture in the media. When I first got started on Mercari, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos and I realized that a lot of pop culture items like band tees especially sell really well on Mercari, especially compared to other platforms. So I started sourcing a lot of similar items and I found that to be very successful, not only on Mercari but also Poshmark. So I will be including some of my best sales. And while a lot of these sales are not the highest profit, my cost of goods always seem to be pretty low for this stuff, and they are almost always quick sales. If you have been watching my YouTube channel for a while, you know that I talk a lot about buying college apparel and professional team apparel when it comes to sports. I have sold jerseys, t-shirts, hoodies, some from my own personal closet and others that I have sourced at thrift stores. But again, they always seem to be quick and consistent sales. All right, we are on the final category that I love to sell. I don't have a lot of receipts to back this one up, but I have sold 2 of these specific items, and that is Adidas NMD sneakers. Like I said earlier, my personal closet used to be jam-packed with Adidas, and so finally I realized that all of my Adidas sneakers, primarily the NMDs, I just did not wear anymore. I didn't want to take into Plato's closet because I felt like I could make a few more dollars online, so finally I decided to start listing them. There's a few pairs that I can't part ways with quite yet, but the 2 pairs that I listed, I sold within 24 hours. So this first blue pair of NMDs I sold on Mercari, again within 24 hours of listing. They sold at my full asking price for $50, and I had these listed on Poshmark and Mercari both. And between the 2 platforms, they got at least 10 likes, maybe a little bit more. And this gray pair I sold on Curtsy for my full asking price, but it was because I offered free shipping. But this was definitely the sneakers that I wore the most out of my personal closet. And so I would have been happy just to get $15. So getting this profit from a $40 sale, even with free shipping, was a huge win for me. The important thing to note with Adidas NMDs is that they typically retail for that $120 to maybe $170 range. And they do tend to go on clearance a lot. So you might not get the best profit for them, but I do think that a lot of them can be quick flips. Now again, I know that I don't have a lot of receipts to back it up with just these 2 sales, but overnight sales can be pretty rare. But I'll definitely be listing some more in the near future when I clear up my closet again. So if I do continue to get quick sales with these sneakers, I will definitely make sure to let you all know in a what sold video. But overall, if you could find them at a low enough cost of goods, I'd say $10 to $15 or lower, I think you could get a great quick sale. All right, we are now at the end of this video. As we wrap it up, I just want to recap the 5 categories that I enjoy selling on Poshmark. First up, we have American Eagle stretch jeans, whether it's super stretch, 360 stretch, or any other similar kind. Next, we have men's clothing and shoes. Then we have activewear. After that, we have anything media or pop culture related. And then finally, we have Adidas NMD sneakers. So I hope you all got some good BOLO brands or categories that you could be on the lookout for next time you're on a sourcing trip. But now that we're at the end of this video, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you for the next video.